The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze. Hey, good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna? Just say, hey, I wanna.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother, and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
Why are we making the long pauses happen?
My pause is because I couldn't remember what I said there.
Mine was because I wanted anticipatory ASMR tingles.
All right. I'm Griffin. I'm the sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy, and it's time to retire, I guess, my honorific. It's time to hang up the fucking my now old person hat that an old person wears. No longer 30 under 30 media luminary Griffin McElroy.
Oh, God, I hadn't even thought about this.
The Forbes goon squad came and they fucking smashed in my door, crashed all my windows. They knocked over a load-bearing wall and just came in my fucking house and they took my fucking plaque away. And I immediately dried up and aged like the guy at the end of The Last Crusade so bad.
Griffin, what's it like to be in the no man's land betwixt 30 under 30 and 30 over 30?
It's strange to be here. I don't I'm sorry, Trav. I want to play with you in this joke, but I'm just thinking about how bad I miss my very good plaque that I used to have. That Forbes came and they fucking took it away from me, and I was like, "But wait, don't you want to hear about the latest media trends?" And they were like, "You don't know fucking shit." And then they hit me with the plaque twice on my back, like a folding chair in a wrestling game, and I fell to the ground. And when I fell to the ground, of course, both my knees shattered because I'm an old man now, and so that's where I'm at. I'm actually recording this. Actually, it's April 15th. I have two sweet days left of sweet 20-something vitality, and I don't know what to fucking do with it. Here's how I spent my last 48 hours of 20-something vitality. I just watched a giraffe fall out of another giraffe, and people were like so psyched. You don't know about this fucking giraffe?
No.
There's this giraffe. There's been a nonstop live stream of this giraffe who's about to give birth for like a month, and it's like, that's how you're spending your day, huh? Okay. But then I did want to be part of the zeitgeist because I heard this giraffe was finally popping, and I watched a giraffe fall out of another giraffe with my last few precious moments of 20-something vitality.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's not good. It's just really wet. It's really, really gummy.
I think the good thing about going from your 20s to your 30s is like when you're at the end of your 20s, you feel like, oh God, my 20s are over. I'll never be the same. And then when you get to your 30s, like, oh, these things are just beginning.
It's like putting on a fresh pair of sleep pants.
Yeah.
That's a really apt comparison, though.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's it.
Can we get back to privacy issues with giraffes, please? Because that's what I want to do.
Right.
Everybody is very upset if anybody hacks their webcam, but we're all fine just like
scoping a giraffe's.
Yeah.
It's a very intimate time. Yeah.
This is really troubling me.
Yeah, it's a real
Can you put
bummer.
a GoPro on a baby giraffe in utero so you get that first person like, whoa, that giraffe water slide kind of effect going?
I really don't want to think about or talk about the giraffe anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Boys, I'm struggling a little bit because I look back at 20-year-old Griffin.
You're talking to your two older brothers.
I have zero pity.
Oh, Griffin. Oh, you're so old. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I've had to deal with almost 4 years of even if I sleep 8 hours, waking up feeling like shit, and my back hurts if I sit in a chair wrong, Griffin.
See, I still have that coming, though, and I don't want it. I don't want to be achy all the time like
I actually have. Can I tell you a new thing that this is my new
break me off a fucking teaser trailer of what 36 is going to be like for me.
No, this is actually a really good life plan. I've been overweight my whole life, right? And then in my mid 30s, I started to feel some of those like age rundown kind of feelings. And so I just started to like take up Taekwondo and try to exercise and eat better and start losing weight. So my new thing is this. Don't be fit when you're young.
Oh.
And if you're unhealthy when you're young and then start getting healthy as you age, I plan to keep a perfect equilibrium. Like as my body
I see.
degrades,
Essentially,
I will also train it.
You've been training for your whole life on Dagobah with Yoda on your back, and then you've done some Taekwondo to drop the Yoda, and all of a sudden you can jump a little bit higher.
And also, Dagobah is falling apart and has hair in weird places, like to complete the metaphor.
To be fair, Justin, that is what Dagobah is. I've seen the movie.
Yeah, it's a lot like what
It's legit.
Dagobah is. All right, well, I'll
plan.
keep that. I mean, I've probably put on about 20 pounds since I had a baby, so that's good. That's good to know. I'm
tough.
fucking cramming that Dagobah.
You just got to put your baby
lesson.
on your back and do some somersaults and swing through the forest.
Baby would fucking love that. Are you kidding me? It's like I'm like a big fun jungle gym ride. God, 30 though. I can't record this podcast right now. I need to go. No, fuck you guys. I need to go get on my Razor scooter for one last time before I have to go throw it into a volcano on Monday.
But to be fair, when you do that, you will end the curse. So
Yeah, so we'll all be free.
It's just
It's so sad. I know. While Griffin tries to recuperate, you know what? I got a Starbucks double shot energy Mexican mocha today because I thought that would be an enjoyable cheat day beverage for this
Is it
recording.
not?
I'm getting some severe tackiness on my palate that is making elocution a challenge.
well. What's the
There's no way
next
out.
steps? Yeah.
There's no, and so that is
do you
the
want
end of
we
the
can pause the
anecdote.
recording for 45 minutes for you to do like a flush.
It's a quick cleanse.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm just looking at the box in the corner of my office where all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are, and I just know I'm gonna have to get rid of them on Monday.
Well,
The
good
four-
news, girl. Actually, when you 12:01 a.m. Central, they just disappear.
The Forbes people are gonna come and take my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and my plaque, my great plaque. Damn it! Why would they
need
do
a dummy
this?
plaque? You have 48 hours.
I appreciate them recognizing my status as a media mogul, but like you did it just a couple months before you took my whole life away. What is there? I mean, I guess 40 under 40, but I'm gonna have to do some I'm gonna have to really change up my shit. Like they're not gonna do it for Griffin's just really good at media again. No, I have to open up an Italian restaurant in Brooklyn that's like fucking epic that people like can't stop talking about my puttanesca. Griffin, he's transformative. He's transformed his whole scene. He used to be a good podcast boy, and now he invented this puttanesca that's so spicy. You got to try it. 40 under 40, he did it. But even that's less prestigious because there's 10 more fucking people on the list. I don't want to share it with them.
So are we about ready for questions? You guys
Yeah, are we
think?
doing
or-
a show, or is this just a therapy session?
It's just I'm gonna be distracted the whole show. But yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I mean, my advice is just gonna be like live while you can. No day but today. Get out there.
Okay, so here is the first question. Today I was leaving my apartment to get coffee at a nearby coffee shop. Good place for it. And my roommate was leaving at the same time to go to work. We walked out together, but when we reached the sidewalk, she said, have to walk separate. And then she walked to the other side of the street and continued to walk the next 3 blocks in the same direction as me at the same pace. We've lived together for several years, and it wasn't one of those awkward situations where we said goodbye only to find out we were walking in the same direction, which is the worst. I told her I was going to the coffee shop. Am I good?
I don't think she's good. I think you're okay.
That's from Alone Walking the Same Way in the Bay Area.
Okay. I would like to say, to your roommate's credit, you said your roommate's walking to work, right? So this is probably like a routine. This might be like your roommate walks to work every morning, and that's like their time of like mindful walking meditation of like, this is me. I walk at my pace. I'm thinking about my stuff. I don't want to talk to another human being. I'm just like zoning in and pumping myself up for the day. You know what I mean? And so like they just might really need that time.
Travis, very charitable, very generous of
and
spirit
very nice
of
picture
you.
you've painted.
Very nice picture you've painted. It is buck wild to think that information could be absorbed through context and not related directly.
Yes.
Like
That is
it is
fair.
buck
Okay,
wild to
yes.
say like, I know. Listen, I'm gonna veer off. I'm sure they'll assume I'm meditating on my way
Right.
to the coffee
It's like
shop.
you have heard hoof prints and shouted zebra thinking that this person's like a fucking like bike messenger who needs to get psyched for the fucking premium rush or whatever. Like, I think it's, even if that's the case, like, don't be rude. It's rude what you've done here, I think, a little bit.Maybe a little rude. Maybe just a tad rude.
I would
a
like to
touch
make
rude.
a prequel to Premium Rush called Economy Rush, and it's about foot messengers who don't use bikes, and it takes like 8 times as long for your packages to arrive.
I would love
But
to
it's
watch
cheaper?
Joseph. Yeah, I would love to watch JGL just like running a lot and getting like very sweaty in a hot city.
And
You know
by
what I
like
mean?
the 10th delivery, he's just casually walking. He's
Yeah, at
I
that
ordered
point,
this
yeah.
6 hours ago. Yeah,
should've
dude,
paid for
it
the
was
Premium
like 20
Rush, dude.
blocks.
You think when JGL finished Premium Rush and he was watching on the screen and he thought, man, I bet this movie is going to be mentioned by one podcast on 2 separate episodes. I think that there's one podcast
200
that's gonna
episodes
talk
apart.
about it. Yeah, I think there's one podcast that's really going to get into this flick. Can I just say, though, it's a good flick.
I've never
Oh.
seen it.
You've never seen it?
No.
Good flick.
I
Good
prefer
flick.
my
Lots of
comedy
fun.
blind and ignorant.
If you can't watch, I watch JGL in anything. Anything.
I've only seen the clip where he's about to get hit by the car, but then another car hits that car, and I saw that and I was like, I don't want my Joseph to be imperiled. You know what I mean?
It is rated PG-13 for multiple scenes of Joseph Gordon-Levitt peril.
It's not. Yeah, I'm not interested. No, thank you. No, thanks. Couldn't. No, I watched Looper, and the whole time I was like, my Joseph's imperiled. I can't do it. I fucking can't do it. I know Travis had problems with that movie that I don't want him to start unpacking again. But my problem with that movie is sometimes people pointed their guns at JGL with intent to harm, and I don't fuck with that. Are you kidding me? No way. This is not a cool thing, I think, that your roommate.
How do you
It's
bring
not
this
a
up
nice
to your
thing of him
roommate?
to do.
It's like I get like and I'm not saying like if you are a person who like needs that time to like recharge or whatever, or like if I get all that, but I also think that this is also just kind of a rude thing that happens. So
Well, because the problem is, as you guys pointed out, it was not like the roommate had every opportunity to say like, cool, just so you know, like, I have a routine in the morning and I kind of need to stick to it. It's going to throw off my whole day. Because now what's going to happen is you have to unpack this when you're both home the next time. Like, hey, so what was that?
yeah, I know. How about
You also maybe they were checking the geocache.
that's
Is that
another possibility.
like,
But
is
why
that
wouldn't
possible?
they take you with them on their fucking geocache adventure? Geocaching's more fun with friends.
It is more fun with friends.
Can I drop this Yahoo on y'all?
Yeah,
It's from Aaron Keys. Thank you, Aaron. It's Yahoo Answers user Frosty, who asks, what sports did William Shakespeare like?
Ooh, good one.
I have an English project to do, and I can't find any answers to this question. Can someone tell me with a reference site? I feel like if you get on Yahoo Answers for help with a school project, you're basic like while you're typing in yahooanswers.biz or whatever the fuck, you are telling yourself, I'm okay with a D. Like, I'm fine getting a D on this one. I just need it done.
So definitely Quidditch.
See? Okay.
That makes for I think that was during Wizard times.
Yeah.
So definitely Quidditch.
Yeah.
Definitely Quidditch. Maybe chariot racing.
I mean, he's probably right. Here's the thing. I'm not familiar with all of the works of William Shakespeare. I've seen Romeo and Juliet, the movie, obviously, with Leonardo DiCaprio, and I, like, loved it. It was very poignant in that one, and that's it.
I'm actually, I want you to know, as someone who worked at a Shakespeare company, I'm trying to run through my head and
Well,
think,
if there's a sports one of
yeah,
his-
is there
of
a
his
show?
plays.
I mean, there's wrestling in, I think, Two Gentlemen of Verona, or Two Noble
that's just
Gentlemen.
like that's
excuse
just
me.
like horsing around. It's just horseplay.
Yeah,
All right,
there's like
let's
a
just
fencing.
let's just spitball.
All right.
Falconry. They had falcons. They had gloves.
Is that a
Probably
sport
falconry.
though? Are the falcons like catching balls and flying through?
Well, it's usually a frisbee, but they are doing that.
Damn, that's a tricky needle of thread though. Because you have to throw that frisbee in a very particular way so that your falcon intercepts it, but is not intercepted by the frisbee.
Probably archery, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was probably a sport back then.
I mean, that was
Football's
just
been around for fucking ever.
Archery was just their day to day back then. Like you had to like in London or Avon over Stratfordshire or whatever the fuck.
Perfect, nailed it. Mm-hmm.
I think you had to be fucking strapped with a longbow. Travis has suggested. Now, are we talking about football norte americano, or are we talking about football and the way the rest of the
origins
world
of football? And this is absolutely true. It used to be played between two towns, and the field was the size of the distance between the towns, and so the two towns would just like challenge each other, and it was everyone from this town versus everyone from this town, and it was so incredibly violent. People would routinely die playing.
Okay.
Like they'd get like trampled and beaten to death. But it's been around forever.
He was more of a gentle soul, though. I don't know he'd be into that. And again, you didn't really answer my question if we're talking about the game with the round ball that you kick around a whole bunch, or the game with the brown sort of funny shaped ball.
Brown funny shaped ball. I believe they use their hands.
Now this is a lie, because as everybody knows, Joe Montana invented football as we know it today.
Joe Montana is eternal.
Oh, Joe Montana is an eternal person.
Mm-hmm. They named Montana after him.
Make sure he is still alive. Joe Montana. Yeah, 60 years old, looking like Joe Montana. So I think William Shakespeare would have been super in. Like, I think he'd be a Cowboys fan. No, I think he'd love the fucking pigskin, dude. I
think he would pick the most underdog team. It's the Ravens. What am I even talking about? He would be a fan of the Ravens.
Yeah, dude. His fucking classic work, the Raven.
Exactly, Griffin. Thank you.
Man, it's not often you get to be wrong about sports and poems in one
I'm
episode,
just saying that fool liked birds. He wrote about birds a lot, and that seems like it's based on literary works, and I know he didn't fucking write the Raven. It was Wordsworth.
Yeah. My favorite sonnet of Shakespeare's, it goes a little bit like this. It's like, boom, I put it in the hoop, like slam.
Yeah.
I heard the crowd screaming out jam.
Oh, yeah.
I swear I'm telling you the facts because that's how I'd be Horatio. And everybody's like, that doesn't rhyme.
That's nothing.
Can you invent Shaq? He's like, I guess.
He did. I wrote Shaq into existence. So we didn't even talk about basketball, and I'd love to explore basketball real quick because I'm loving the idea of him wearing a fucking tank top. Like, shirts and skins, let's go. I'm wearing a tank top. I'm wearing some like comfortable shorts. Let's get let's settle this on the court. Huh?
Sometimes I'm so sad that I don't have like millions of dollars and access to like constant access to a production team, because all I want now is just like totally now modern like Lakers basketball game, except instead of Jack, it's William Shakespeare sitting courtside, like throwing his hands up in the air and yelling at the refs and like fucking throwing stuff onto the court and being ejected. God, I just am picturing it's the fucking funniest shit. Oh, I'm a nerd.
I bet did he have game? Do you think?
Shakespeare?
Yeah, like if he played basketball, do you think he would perform well? Like, do you think he's sort of a
dog?
Like, do you think he's sort of a dunksman or like a 3-point?
He would be great at, like, athletically. I'm sure he was like off the charts, right? Mm-hmm. Yet physically, the man was like hustling. History is unclear on the nature of Shakespeare's true identity. It may have been 7 or 8 people. There's a lot of different theories, but anyway, he was performing a lot.
If you're 7 or 8 people, he's his own basketball team.
He was his, hi, we're William Shakespeare. They all run out.
Tonight, the Harlem Globetrotters square off against the William Shakespeare.
That would be a bloodbath. Are you kidding me? It would be a bloodbath if I got in the court with William Shakespeare, because back in the 1500s, like all the people were just a lot, like their bones were much, much smaller than our bones, but also like everybody also had the flu a little bit, always kind of. And so like, I think I could really fucking break William Shakespeare's ankles out there. Not
they got
literally.
a hold of Michael's secret stuff.
Yeah,
not literally, but maybe literally accidentally. Like I would do a roll on him that would like be super super sick and everybody would cheer, and in that sense I would break his ankles. But I think he may, if he overcorrects too much, his old 1500s sickly bones might just be like done. I've done it to the bard, the good one, the good bard.
And that's how I beat Bard.
That's how
I beat Shake.
Okay. All right. I'll allow it. So my roommate left town to go see her family for Easter weekend and left me in charge of her plant. She prides herself on gardening skills, but I seriously doubt she's ever taken care of an indoor plant before.
Boom.
So I watched her. Yeah, this is
Melt mode.
Since I watched her overwater it twice in the 2 days just before going home, and now it's starting to die. I told her to stop watering it, but she wouldn't listen because, quote, I have a cactus and I don't know how to take care of real plants.
Wow, Jesus. Okay, let's stop. Hold on, let's stop. You already put them on melt mode. You don't need to keep going.
I think this is a quote from her friend.
No, I think this is like, I have a cactus and don't know how to take care of real plants. I think you're trying to over melt mode this one. And
listen, question asker, their roommate won't listen to question asker because the question asker says they have a cactus and don't know how to take care of real plants.
But they said that's in quotes, and I don't think this person actually said, I have a cactus and don't know how to take care of real plants. I think this is about major melt mode.
Roommate, okay, when question asker said when QA said to roommate, you're overwatering it. Roommate said, you have a cactus and don't know how to take care of real plants.
That makes
sense? Okay.
Now, I'm stuck caring for this stupid dying plant, and she's going to think I'm the one who killed it. She comes back on Wednesday. How do I tell her she was the one who killed the plant without destroying her weirdly inflated and fragile ego? Please keep name anonymous. I've been trying to get her to listen to the show, and I don't want her to recognize the situation.
Yeah, you don't fucking think she'll pick up on this one?
I don't think she's going to... Yeah. Listen, we have a decent-sized following at this point, but I don't think there's 2 pairs of roommates who have this exact situation.
As this was happening, she was like, her eyes started to wander over to that dead-ass brown plant she left in the corner, like, wait a minute. Valerie?
Do you think that this is like a throw mama from the train situation? Where like the
throw plant out the apartment window.
Well, hold on, wait, time out. I have to call Mark Maron and say that someone on a podcast finally referenced Throw Mama from the Train. We did it, podcasters. We did it.
I know that there's also a
we did every movie, everybody. That's every movie.
There's a Hitchcock one too that I can't remember. But the roommate knew exactly what she was doing, overwatering the plant and then leaving you to take care of it because she felt burdened by taking care of this plant and no one longer wanted to have to care for it. But she didn't want to be blamed for it.
I think there's a way to save the plant. I'm not much of an arboreal.
Like a fundraiser or?
Nah, I mean, you got to get some of that water out of it, huh? If you overwatered it. I think your 2 options are like snake venom. You try to suck the water out of the plant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that looks like. Maybe you uproot it real quick and you get down on those roots and you just like go to fucking town. Other options, you got to dry it out, put it in the microwave for maybe, like, I'm talking about 4 seconds at a time. Just like beep, 1, 2, 3,
like
4,
check
it. What the fuck are you doing to
Pop-Tart? You microwave for like 10 seconds at a time.
Or you toast it in the Pop-Tart machine.
Who has the time, Griffin? That's how you get to 30 and you haven't accomplished anything with your life.
Pivot. Travis, I just put Jokes outside in its special chair. Okay, Jokes is outside. Jokes can't hear you in here, the serious room. Okay, you now? Are you now, or have you ever microwaved a Pop-Tart?
Of course not. Of course not. I just know that on the package that is an option they present.
Okay. What a relief. I'm going to let Jokes back into the room.
Come back in, Jokes.
Listen, all joking aside, no.
Listen, is Jokes in or out? Jokes has feelings.
Jokes, come back in, but just stay quiet for 1 second.
It's fine, Jokes. Come on in.
It's fine, Jokes. He said it's fine.
Now there's a fucking weird atmosphere because Jokes is like, thought we were talking about Jokes behind his back.
That's not it. Jokes. That's not it. Hey, bro grabs?
Get bro grabs with Jokes. Oh, that's soft.
That's my favorite after school movie.
I don't think you. This situation is upsetting me in such a deep way, and I don't know why. I think I get upset whenever anybody thinks they're hot shit at anything that they're not hot shit at, and then they like make other people try to feel bad because they're hot shit, which is what it sounds like your roommate has tried to do. But like, I also feel bad for this sweet plant. It didn't ask for this. It didn't want this.
There's nothing to be done. I mean, there's nothing to be done. Maybe just try to remind her it's just a plant, and she can just get more.
You can go get more. Go get another plant.
Yeah, go get a better plant.
I'm kind of both, like, what the thing that I'm taken aback by from this question is, I didn't realize the plant could die in the span of 2 days. I thought it would take way longer.
No, they're like super fragile. I imagine if you work at like there's a florist around the corner from my house, I imagine they're just constantly fucking screaming, running around their like office all day, just like, oh my God, now this one. Oh, this one now. Oh shit, oh, fuck me, fuck.
Could you not just go buy an identical plant? It's not like your roommate's going to get home and be like, this plant's acting completely differently.
Yeah.
This plant has a completely different personality than when I left.
Unless
I taught this plant how to sit.
Unless it's like a Venus flytrap that does have a little bit of personality. If it's a big tulip and you watered it wrong and it dies, fuck it. Go buy, or don't buy, just get a tulip. Nature has them ready for you to go. If it's like a Venus flytrap, though, ooh, that one is going to be a little, you know what I mean? Like if I had a Venus flytrap and then you replaced my Venus flytrap and I saw this new Venus flytrap eat a fly or a mosquito or whatever, and I saw it do it, I'd be like, that was different. It moved, it has character, it animated a little bit differently. And so where's Tony, my original Venus flytrap?
The problem is then your roommate should never have watered a Venus flytrap because the only liquid it needs is human blood.
Yeah.
I've seen Little Shop.
Yeah, the joke of the Little Shop.
Yes, thank you.
I don't think they get that big, Trev. I think it might be different plants.
What?
Yeah, I think it might be different plants because they don't
usually get that big.
Or
you don't think that the Little Shop plant is based on a Venus flytrap? You don't think conceptually that there's a one-in-one connection there?
I think it's based on the what's the little plumber? On the Mario plants. The
Mario ones.
The Mario ones, the plants that come out of the pipes.
Chompums.
They look chompers. They look exactly like that.
It was actually based on a true story of a plant that one time bit off Rick Moranis' pinky finger.
And he said, I've got a great idea for a movie.
Well, he didn't. His friend who was there with him was like, ah, shit, Rick, we need to go to a hospital. Hey, do y'all want a Yahoo?
Yes.
Yes.
This one's great because just thinking about biting off Rick Moranis' pinky finger has me all hungry. Sent by Nicholas Potter is from Yahoo Answers user Sharon S., who asks, what goes well with shrimp scampi?
What?
Is this really the question you thought?
It's fucking Saturday night. You've just gone over the boiling pot, and you've got the shrimp scampi cocked, loaded, and ready to fucking go. Blast off into shrimps, but you realize you need something else to go with that scampi.
Read me the question. Wait, Griffin, read me the question one more time.
It was 6 words.
What is it?
What goes well with shrimp scampi?
You're thinking too small, Griffin. You're thinking, what other foods? That was not specified. They might be planning a whole fucking event around shrimp scampi. What movie goes with shrimp scampi? What kind of friends should I invite over?
Well,
for
then let's get holistic with it. Can we start with food and then go?
Let's just go around the table and we'll list some things that go well with shrimp scampi. Okay. I will start because I invented the exercise, and I will begin with revenge.
Oh, interesting. I was going to say regret.
No, Justin's is right. Yes.
Okay.
Travis's is wrong. You can't be regretful when you're chomping into some of that fucking buttery, garlicky, good little shrimp, friends.
Let me try again. 1980s movies with Corey Haim.
Corey Haim, yes. Yes? I don't know.
Yes.
What goes well with shrimp scampi? I'm going to say just some big Texas toast.
Okay, a little Justin? Inside the box for me.
Justin?
Yeah?
What goes well with shrimp scampi?
Just a nice full-bodied wine.
See, that's the thing. I don't know why we have to joke about. If we do a Yahoo on this show and it's like I keep sticking pizza crust up my butt, then people can't use the information that comes after this. But there's this week somebody's gonna have fucking shrimp scampi.
Okay, now Griffin, your turn.
Well, no, I was talking over yours, and I know you said homemade ball pit, and now I'm thinking about getting a ball pit and eating this good buttery shrimp with my friends and wife.
Right?
I think it would be a messy ball. Like, I don't want other things getting in the ball pit, but at the same time, I think it'd be like a fun time.
Ooh, I have one.
Go ahead, Trav.
I hate to jump back to me.
Yeah, you're doing double Dutch, aren't you?
But what goes well with shrimp scampi? Staring wistfully into your tank full of saltwater exotic fish while you eat it.
Oh, just thinking, like, I love these fish so much, I wish I could eat them, but I can't, so I'm going to eat things like them while looking at them, and could be like, it could be you, David.
Yeah.
How about a hot bath? Shrimp scampi in the bath, please.
Yeah, I don't mind if I do.
I might treat myself to that tonight in real life. Just get in the bath with a full-bodied wine and a ham flick and chomp down on these good little buttery boys.
What?
I just love shrimp scampi, and I thought we'd all get like really excited about this question, but I sense your guys' hesitance to even like play with me right now.
Well, I love shrimp scampi. There's no argument about that. It's one of my fave foods.
Prove it, motherfucker.
Whoa. It's hard because it's hard because my cousin Michael loves shrimp scampi so much that we call him Scampi Mike. So I feel like it's weird for me to try. I feel like a pretender to like in the back of my head, all I can think is like, well, I don't like it as much as Michael does, and they're gonna know.
Sounds like nobody does.
Can I posit a shrimp scampi?
Yeah, well, let's pause it for a second.
Question?
Yeah, please.
So shrimp scampi implies it is shrimp that has been scampied, correct? This is shrimp scampi.
Yeah.
Is there chicken scampi or steak scampi or fish scampi or pork scampi?
Shit. Pork scampi's good. This is gonna be like beef nugs too. We're like, where's all the fucking beef scampi? Where's the chicken scampi at?
I'm just saying scampi as like as the suffix, it implies that like we took shrimp and we scampied it, so now it's shrimp scampi.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
God, I want to eat some motherfucking shrimp scampi tonight. This is not a joke. I'm going to go grease up the old scampi dish like right now and get crazy on them tonight. I love shrimp scampi. I love it because when the chef who first invented shrimp scampi invented it, they were like, this dish is so good, it needs the most fun name ever, Scampi.
Chicken scampi is good. It was like chicken scampi.
It's not. Good. Is it real?
Chicken scampi is real at the Olive Garden.
Oh, well, then Travis's point is moot.
I mean, I've had chicken scampi at the Olive Garden. It's very good.
Well, shit.
All right,
Olive Garden chomped our flavor. Literally chomped our flavor. Bye, Travis. Travis has to leave the podcast for the rest of the show. Yeah.
Get out of here, jokes.
That was Travis's retirement. Was going to be chicken scampi inventing it.
Maybe you should.
Shit. Shit. Okay, hold on. Travis. Travis, it's all right. Dude, listen. Travis, you're going to find another great idea, dude. Don't worry about it.
God, no. Why
you're a child
to me?
Trav, you're going to find another one, man. It's fine.
I won't. Never again. This was the one.
I want a munch, squad.
I want too much,
squad.
I'm a fucking amazing actor. I made myself cry doing that.
That's so
good.
powerful, Travis.
It's
Travis.
It's inside out, outside in, Stanislavski shit. Thank you.
Travis.
Yes, Justin?
Good news. Do you know how you've been having trouble finding French fries?
Uh-huh.
Well, the search is over because Taco Bell's got them now.
Oh my god.
That's right. And they're not just any.
You mad geniuses.
And they're not just any fries. This time, they're nacho fries.
What?
But they can be yos. I mean, they're nachos.
Okay. Thank you.
You get it?
Yeah.
Can I do this segment while lying on the floor?
No, it's that they don't have. Now, here's the weird thing about nacho fries. I mean, there's many weird things about nacho fries. They're seasoned with nacho seasonings, right?
Are we talking about? Sorry, we need to be.
It's like salt?
Are we talking about?
Mexican seasonings.
Are we talking about long potato straws that have been fried up, or is this some fucked up like it's just like strips of tortillas that we're calling fries? Because I don't fuck with that. Like I don't fuck with Andy Capp and his whole business.
No, they are French fries. Like they're French fries. Now these were a big thing in Canada. Canada has like fries. Canada Taco Bell has been kicking it with French fries for a long time. They are off that grind. I mean, they're probably still on that grind, but now they're letting that grind come down here. But it is new for this year. Now, here's the unusual thing. Normally, I don't do Munch Squad unless I can have a press release to refer to. I have scoured the internet and cannot find any evidence of Taco Bell as a corporation admitting that they're selling fries.
Really?
They have signs up. So if you go to the location, right, they are definitely selling fries and there's like commercials and stuff. But as an organization, they have like plausible deniability.
It's like a homebrew, like serve fries if you want Taco Bell individual restaurants, if we can call you that. But we're not gonna shine any light on it.
It's
Fry
like that, like
radio. You guys, Fry Rit Radio.
It's not that anything. It's not
Fry Rit Radio.
No, Travis, that's not anything what you said.
Because it's like pirate radio, but it's fries.
There's a lot of people covering this phenomenon.
Anderson Cooper getting up in there.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting pretty excited about it. The headline on Hello Giggles is Taco Bell nacho fries are here, and they look absolutely delicious. Now, I don't know what photo of these fries they are referring to, but if you can imagine, I mean, it's basically just French, like a big mess of French fries and nacho cheese and sour cream and diced tomatoes and chives on top of the French fries and what appears to be ground beef.
This looks horrifying.
It's
I refuse to look at it.
Great. It's not great. And I don't know what, I know Taco Bell refuses to look at it. Taco Bell refuses to talk about it. Taco Bell is staying silent.
So there's no PR. There's no PR quotes for this Munch Squad.
I feel like if you called Taco Bell about this, they would say like, "Wait a minute, where did you see that? What location?" And then they would call that specific Taco Bell and say, "Hey, listen, I got a very important phone call that you're doing something very bad down there in Huntington, West Virginia. You were selling fries at Taco Bell." And they'd be like, "Well, yeah, you emailed everybody in the company and said, I did no such thing."
Or my name's not Mr. Bell.
Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Friday.
I tried calling the Taco Bell corporate office, but it is Saturday morning.
Can you call, Griffin, as long as we're on this tip, can you call a Taco Bell in your area, in Austin, and see if they have the nacho fries?
Yes, but I won't call the one that I've gone to before, and maybe will someday again.
Yeah, don't do that. Just call one and see if you can get any details on it.
Taco Bell, this is Flor.
Hi, do you all have those nacho fries?
Nacho fries?
Yeah.
What is it? No.
Oh, there's
chips, just the chips to make some nachos.
But not fries?
No, man.
That makes sense. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Booyah. So, how fucking deep does this go? How deep does this con go?
Did you hear the hesitance? Like, okay, if I worked at Taco Bell and someone asked me if I had French fries, the answer would be at the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? You called Taco Bell. Like,
unless the person who I just spoke to on the phone, they're like stealth shit is so locked down that they like. I could probably go into that store and get some nacho fries, and they'd be like, okay, now that you're here, here, have some nacho fries. But like, you could have. She probably knew that I was recording the conversation, and she couldn't give out that kind of evidence on that would be like corporate confirmation. That was a like skilled agent.
I normally we tell people not to tweet at folks, but I would like everybody to tweet at Taco Bell and just ask why they're covering up their nacho fries.
Be nice about it.
Be nice about it. Oh, speaking of which, Griffin, I don't know if you saw this, but Taco Bell adjacent. Congratulations to our friend Dan Reichert for winning a wedding at Taco Bell. That's going to be a hoot and a half.
It's going to be a real hoot nanny.
Make sure you get us an invite.
I think it's time to head to the zone of money. Did I do that right?
Almost not.
Yeah,
Can I read one thing really quick? And it's going to be a little time warp, but I want to read the best answer on this shrimp scampi question about what goes well with shrimp scampi, because user Red Pandas really knocked out of the park when they said shrimp scampi.
Nice. Some more of it.
Nice.
All right, let's go to the next one.
This week, My Brother, Me is sponsored by Casper. It's an online retailer of premium, obsessively engineered mattresses for a fraction of the price, and I can speak to this not just as someone that they're paying to speak to it, but also a customer who is incredibly pleased. We have both a Casper mattress that my wife and I sleep on every single night, and also a Casper mattress in our guest room that our friends have come over and slept on and always compliment. Listen, I have a really hard time sounding sincere, as evidenced by this commercial. But when my wife and I switched from our old mattress to our Casper mattress, no joke, noticeable difference in sleep quality. Like, we slept so much better, woke up like more refreshed. I mean, not now. We have a 5-month-old baby. But back when we were like full human beings, we slept so good.
We have
that sleep.
We have one too, and it's really good. It's in our guest room, and so I really only sleep on it when I have like diarrhea or something like that, and don't want to wake up everybody else. With my run. With
so
my
like every other night.
It's not funny.
Kind of funny.
It's not funny.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny.
It's not funny to have that happen to you. Anyway, Casper mattresses are really comfortable. I'm sorry that they probably don't want us talking about diarrhea during these advertisements, but like. When life hands you lemons. Did you also know that MBMBaM listeners can get $50 toward any mattress purchase if you go to casper.com/mybrother and you use the promo code mybrother, all one word, at checkout, and that terms and conditions apply?
I did.
Also mention risk-free trial and return policy. You can sleep on Casper for 100 days with free delivery to the U.S. and Canada and painless returns. The mattresses are made in America. Go to casper.com/mybrother, promo code mybrother, all one word. Save $50. Terms and conditions apply.
Let me go down the bullet points here. Make sure we hit everything. The risk and return policy made in America. Diarrhea. Yeah. All right. We're good. Tell me now.
Are you ready to
Give
hear
it
about it, though?
all of it, baby.
I want to talk about movement, or as they prefer it to be pronounced, movement. It's movement without an N or vowels. I don't know. It's MVMT, and it actually says to pronounce it movement. So just this once, I'll let it slide. It was founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank. They're cool watches. They make a watch and you put it on and you know what time it is. You look great. You know, it's important to keep track of it, because if not, you'll be late or early. They've sold over 1 million watches.
Oh, shoot. You're early. You need a wrist friend to help you out because you're too fucking early for the party. Shoot.
Or very early.
I'm very early. I'm very early to this party. Fuck. I need a wrist friend for movement.
There's serious problems with that. I had a conference call this week scheduled for a certain time, and I showed up a half hour before it was to begin. But the person who was on it with me, who was on the conference call, the person running it gets a text notification. Someone lines up to their, gets onto their line. So they hopped on too, before everybody else. And by the time we could get through like the apologies and I'm sorry and I didn't understand and et cetera, it was just close enough to the meeting that it would have been weird to hang up and call back later.
You apologized for 30 minutes?
Just kind of like hung on the call. No, it just would have been like weird. So I ended up just like making conversation. It turned into a nice
sounds like
chat.
Sounds like a good day, good work socializing you did.
But like that could have been what if they had been a bad person?
Yeah,
Think about
shoot.
that.
Yeah, you both
Watches.
need those good wrist friends from Movement.
Yes.
These Movement watches start at just $95 at a department store. You're looking at like $400 to $500 for a nice watch. I have one. I think we all have one, and they're really nice. They're really slick, and I didn't think I would like the face of the watch is a little bit bigger than watches I've worn in the past, but like I actually really like it now that I've had it for a while, and I've actually gotten compliments on it before, which I don't own many things in this world that is true for. You can get 15% off your Movement watch today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmtwatches.com/brother. Go check out the stuff they've got and get the cool discount and free shipping and free returns. Again, mvmtwatches.com/brother.
I got a message for Caleb and Kyle from Courtney. A lot of sounds. I love it. Happy birthday, fellas. Happy to know you guys. Thanks for letting me join in on your goofs.
Hell yeah. In,
Boom.
out, done. Courtney's like,
Yep.
in, out, done with my business.
Did we at some point start charging by the letter like a newspaper?
Or like a fucking epitaph.
Wait, what?
So happy birthday to Caleb and Kyle. Hope it's a great one. Me and Courtney both think that. And that was supposed to air in April, so we're like crushing it. I wonder if their birthday's April 17th.
Like mine,
Yeah.
the day of my fucking Logan's Run retirement. Let's move on to the next one. Sorry I equated your birthday message to an epitaph. This message is for Alex! Exclamation point. Alex! That's from,
Alex!
It's from Emma, Laura, and Ty, who say, Happy birthday! Thank you for creating a beautiful narrative day in and day out.
Okay.
Your detailed maps, carefully chosen names, and especially graphic fights keep us excited for all the adventures that await in the Parish Highlands. You are the reason we all found D&D, and for that, we are forever grateful. Love from the nerdiest polycule to ever adventure. This is... I'm glad that they clarified they're talking about a D&D thing here, and not that...
Why is Alex making such explicit fights?
Yeah, like the orc stands up and gets out the axe and also a pee-pee.
I don't know if that means graphically violent or like beautifully described in a graphic manner that allows me to really picture it in my mind's eye, or...
Ooh.
I can't make heads or tails to any of this nerd shit, honestly.
Dunked on all four. Thanks for the money. We do a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Are you sad and confused about world politics? Worried about the upcoming inevitable nuclear war? Or maybe a rat is living in your house. There's a rat living in my house. How do you get rid of a rat from a house? Why not immerse yourself in a completely fictional, imagined podcast for the beef and dairy industries? It works for me. The Beef and Dairy Network podcast is the #1 podcast for those involved, or just interested, in the production of beef animals and dairy herds. Don't worry, it's funnier than it sounds. Find us at beefanddairynetwork.com or maximumfun.org, or wherever you get your podcast from. Oh god, there's the rat. Oh god.
The other day, I went to McDonald's to claim my free coffee since I've completed... I have a completed coffee Fidelity card. When I go to McDonald's, it is always at the same time at the drive-thru, so it's always the same girl at the till. However, when I came to give her my free coffee coupon, she said I could keep the coupon, and she still gave me the free coffee.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. Can I use my coupon, given that the girl knows I've already tried to claim it? Do I have to go to an out-of-town McDonald's to claim it? Or have I entered an infinite free coffee loophole? And that's from the most caffeinated Munch Squad member in Montreal, where apparently they have McDonald's.
Do not drive any amount of distance above normal to get a free, like, 99-cent coffee. It will not, it doesn't work out. It does not financially speaking, as your financial advisor,
Yeah.
don't do this.
The amount that you would spend on gas, or as you say in Montreal, petrol, it's not, you may as well drink the petrol at that point. It's just not, it's not cost effective. I do really like this question though, because it sounds like you've discovered like a way to tie a string around your completed coffee Fidelity card. And then when you hand it in and they're like about to like put it in the register, you yank the string and it's back out in your hand and you still get that coffee and nobody's the wiser.
Here's what you're gonna have to do this. You're going to have to collect a bunch of empty coffee, like McDonald's coffee cups, pile them in the seat next to you, and then like 2 days later, pull out the coupon again, at which point they'll have no choice but to believe you, or else where did you get all those empty cups?
No, such an elaborate con.
Elaborate ruse. My first thought when I thought this was, well, you know, that's a very nice thing that she did for you. That's very kind. But the more I think about it, you have to drink McDonald's coffee every day. It's really the least.
Cafe is fine. Can we not? With our
We live
leaders?
in a country with Tim Hortons everywhere. Every 10 feet, there's a Tim Hortons.
In your car, there's a Tim Hortons.
There's a Tim Hortons. Open your dashboard. Open your glove compartment. There's a little Tim Hortons in there.
Are you just going to McDonald's and getting a coffee through the drive-thru?
That's where I'm struggling with it.
They're probably getting, something else also, right? They're probably getting a McGriddle or...
Griffin, thank you. Because my point here is if you get a food item, the coffee's just a value add. The coffee's how they get you in the door. And then you're buying a hash brown and a McGriddle and a Cheesem. And that's where they're making their money, right? Like, the money's to be made is on the food items. The coffee, that's a value add. That just gets you in the door. So, like, you keeping that coffee Fidelity card guarantees you coming back to McDonald's one more time.
Literally
so this is win-win for everybody, I would say, in this scenario.
Make a point that the opposite of what my brother just said is true. Fast food chains make their money on the drinks, and Travis is a liar.
Maybe here in the US of A. In Canada, we do things a little different. Hi, I'm Travis McElroy for Canada.
Did y'all ever growing up? I haven't even said the funny thing yet, dog. Y'all growing up ever wish you had a fast food friend? Because it sounds like you've got a genuine fast food friend on your hands. And when I lived in the West Virginia building, I ate pretty much every dinner at the Wendy's. And I just thought it would be so sick if I could just drive up and my Wendy's friend was there. And it was just like, don't worry about it, man. And I would get my spicy chicken sandwich, and it would not be a big deal. Don't worry about it, man. Griffin, it's me, your fast food friend. Get out of here. Come on. Your money's no good here. I'm your fast food friend.
Griffin, I love this sitcom you're building when fast food friend gets fired for giving away free chicken sandwiches.
They wouldn't,
and has
though.
to come live with you.
No, they wouldn't. They deal out so many chicken sandwiches there. They deal out so many spicy boys that in this Wendy's. Nobody's going to notice that my friend hooked me up with one. Like, no, there's a 0% chance of that. Also, I think everybody working at that Wendy's, everybody working at any fast food place knows, like, you can have 5 drive-through buddies that you can hook up, and it's not a big deal. That's written into the Wendy's budget. Like, Dave Thomas came up with that and was like, you got 5 drive-through buddies, don't worry about it. Just slide them some chicken sandwiches and it's not a big deal. It's on me, Dave. And he smiles real big.
What if you overlap with a different fast food buddy? Like, they walk over and see another drive-through worker slipping you a free spicy chicken friend, and they're like, whoa, what's this? I thought I was your drive-through buddy.
I thought you're double dipping. What the fuck? Griffin, I would never do that. I would never cheat on my fast food friend. There's no way I would do that because I'm not greedy. I just want free spicy chicken sandwiches at my Wendy's that I go to, and it's not even about the money. It's just like, oh, nice, thanks. You know, it's like cool. It's like having a cool like confidant.
I just had the amazing realization that at some point in human history, and probably at some point every day, someone has pulled up to a fast food drive-thru and said like, hey, yo, can I speak to Dillip, please? Can you put my man Dillip on the line, please?
Yeah.
And That probably happens, right? You probably
Dylan's not here. Oh, no, okay, never mind. Bye.
Do you guys, when you're getting fast food, you're at the Bill Miller's barbecue and you've just ordered your pulled pork sandwich and you're ready to pull through and go up. And this is literally every time I go, and I don't eat that much fast food, but it's literally every time it happens, I have this thought. I'm starting to leave the sign that the big glowing sign that's like, here's what kind of days you can have. Do you want to have a pulled pork day or a po' boy day, or it's up to you? I always have this moment as I'm pulling away from the sign towards the window of, I hope nobody passes me. I hope nobody drives around me and takes my spot in line and gets my food, and then I get the person behind me's food.
How do they keep track of it?
How do they keep track of it? But also, I just worry about, because sometimes if somebody, like, I guess, changes their mind in the Bill Miller's line, which is, like, unthinkable to me, where they just, like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And so they drive and they pass you on the right as they go to leave. I have this every time I see somebody passing me on the right in the drive-thru. I think, like, food pirates, get them! They're just gonna take my food! 100% of the time, I think it's a food pirate situation.
I have before been in the drive-thru, ordered my food, and then as I was pulling up, realized, hey, I don't have my wallet. And then just dipped.
And you fucked up the whole queue, as we say up here in Canada. Just, like, really goofed up the whole thing.
We're supposed to go in and wash dishes?
Yeah, like Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Do you think when that happens, the next person pulls up and they're like, this isn't your order, right? And they're like, no, like, would you like to pay for this one too? Would you like both orders? Because now we got this extra one, and if you don't buy it, it's just going to be sitting here all day.
I would love to hear a story about whether that particular act of food crime has been perpetrated, of somebody just, like, waiting for you to place your order and then fucking Tokyo drifting, 360 spinning, Gymkhana style, getting that car right in front of your fucking car. And you're like, hey, wait a second. And then they get your Whopper Jr. and they, like, flip you off out of the window and like, fuck you, nerd. Got your Whopper Jr. and they drive off. And you pull up to the window like, sorry, it's our last Whopper Jr.
We're out.
So fucking sick.
We're closing down now.
Got to shut down. Ran out of beef patties.
Justin, have you ever considered, when you have forgotten your wallet, going back later that afternoon and be like, hey, sorry about that. Forgot my wallet. Do you still have it? You still hold it for me?
Travis, by that afternoon, like, literally everyone who's ever worked there has already been fired or quit. And it's changed management twice.
Because of what you did?
Because,
I think this is also a good situation, though. I mean, you got to make the lemonade, where you pull up and you're like, I don't have my wallet. What's your name? And they're like, Micah. And you're like, Micah, you ever wanted to be somebody's fast food friend? And then maybe this is the I don't have, Micah, I don't have the money, but I really, really want that sandwich. Is there any, like, what if you just slide it to me? Micah's like, yeah, you're funny. All right.
I am. That's part of one of the things I can offer as your friend. I'm funny. I do lots of jokes for you. You like jokes? I don't have money. I have jokes.
I'm a good friend, and you're
hand him a thumb drive loaded with podcasts.
Yeah. Here's my art. Let me have some of your art. It's an exchange. It's an exchange of ideas.
What would happen? Like, what would happen? Because if I go to them and say, like, listen, I don't have money, but that food is mine.
That's
whoa, shit.
You made it for me.
You made it for me, and, like, the value is depreciating as we sit here and talk about this. Like, you're wasting time. Time lost is edibility lost, and you need to give it. It's my food, and I can't pay for it, but you're not going to do anything with it. It's mine, and I promise customer loyalty. That's what I can offer you.
I'll be back. I'll be back. You know, look at my face. I'm not lying to you. I'll be back here.
I'll do an upcharge if that's what it takes.
God, I just
look at all these empty cups in my seat. You can trust me.
This isn't, and again, this has nothing to do with money, and I don't want to exploit, like, fucking hardworking fast food workers. That's not what this is. I just want a fast food friend. Like, that's it. That's it. I just want to be buddies with fucking Saracen at the Alamo Freeze and just, like, get some free Frosties from time to time. That's
Griffin,
it. That's it.
You are right now, as we speak, getting hundreds of tweets about, like, come to the Dairy Queen in Milwaukee. I'll give you all the Tendos you want.
I might do it. It's not, and it has nothing to do with the money. I just want to know what that feels like to have a fast food friend like Saracen at the Alamo Freeze.
That doesn't happen to me here in Huntington. I made a television program here. I don't get free anything. It's ludicrous. Nobody gives a shit about me. Nobody in the food industry. I wish I had one place.
That's
one
it.
special place.
Just one friend, one place I can go where I know I have friends there. Let me hit you guys with this. Fast food Scampi. You drive through and you get a little cup of it. A cup of Scamp.
I'm going to pitch a name, Scamper and Scampi. You get it and go. That's the tagline.
I retract my idea.
Little scamps?
Little scamps.
Little scamps, the Scampi Depot. And you just pull in.
Scam people.
Scampable planet. Listen. This is stupid. Listen. It's the end of the podcast, and that can only mean one thing.
Shrimp gun. And it's a gun they fucking fight. You drive, you pay $5. There's a little slot, and you drop $5 in it, and then you drive out to the window, and they shoot you with a gun that shoots Scampi out of it through your fucking window. And it's the fastest drive-through line ever. There's no stopping. If you stop, you're removed from the line, and you don't get your Scampi.
It's like those trains. It's those trains where you pull the line, it just dumps water into that one container. It's like that, but with Scampi and in your sunroof.
I'm talking about. Modified car wash that you open up all your windows in your sunroof and you pay, and if we're doing this much volume, I think this is $50, and you fucking drive through and you just like, instead of hot soapy wax, it's just like
and you end up with a bunch of shrimp in your undercarriage.
You end up with shrimp fucking everywhere. Are you kidding me? If you're getting a multi-directional shrimp blast.
What if you had a fast food restaurant that was extremely long but extremely narrow? So you ordered at one window, and then the theme of the restaurant was gun it. So like after you order your food, they're like, okay, and punch it. And after you punch it, you cannot slow down, you cannot stop, or you don't get your food. You just have to like blaze past the pickup window with your arm outstretched as fast as humanly possible. Like that is it's drag racing plus fast food. Fastest food.
Fucking great.
That would be so good. Fast and furious and full. So good. Listen, that's the end of the podcast. We want to thank everybody for listening. Thank you so much to folks who sent us stuff in our P.O. Box. On the East Coast, P.O. Box, it's P.O. Box 54, 92 West Virginia, 25706. Mike sent a Trolls poster that is now hanging above my daughter's bed. Thank you so much, Mike, for that. Bruce sent us some books. Alexa sent some Knights Templars Who Wacky Wizards patches.
Oh, fun.
I'll hook you guys up with. Steve sent a hamburger backpack that was a delight. Cheeseburger backpack, thank you. And Shannon sent a show poster that they made, and it is gorgeous. And by the way, we have a TV show.
Oh, yeah.
It's on CISO. It's an NBC comedy streaming service, CISO.com, SEESO.com. There's also an app on Apple TV and iOS and Roku and stuff like that. And you can also get it through Amazon streaming. You can sign up to CISO, that is, through Amazon.
Speaking of CISO, Jonah Ray Rodriguez, who you may know from the CISO show Hidden America, or The Meltdown with Jonah Kamel, or the brand new Mystery Science Theater 3000 show on Netflix, is going to be a guest spurt on our show coming up pretty soon. I think in a couple weeks. We're still nailing down the topics, but start thinking of, I don't know, general questions. But just know we'll be tweeting out what those topics will be, so you can mail in your advice questions for Jonah.
I'm very excited for this, and I'm excited for that new MS23K, dog.
Yeah.
I want to thank John Roderick and the Long Winters for the
Do you know who's doing the themes? You know who does the theme song?
No, I haven't listened. I haven't watched it yet.
Harmar Superstar.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's so fucking good.
You know who the head writer is? Elliot Kalin.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
I want to thank John Roderick and the Long Winters for the use of our theme song. It's a departure off the album Putting the Days to Bed. Just go get it. Just go get it, please.
One more thing. My wife, real quick, my wife and I we started a new podcast, media rewatch podcast, where we jump from different TV shows and movies and stuff, called The Kind Rewind. Our first couple episodes are going to be season 1 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We're watching 3 episodes of Buffy per episode. we put up kind of a pilot episode, if you will, to kind of explain the concept and just show you how charming we are. So you can find that on iTunes, The Kind Rewind. We also have a Twitter at The Kind Rewind, but it should be coming out very, very soon. And my wife is great and funny. So everyone's going to love it. Yes, Griffin, my wife.
Great. So that we're done.
Yeah,
we're
dude.
done.
Fucking awesome.
St. John Roderick?
I did, dude. I just did.
Cool, man. We're done. Bye.
Well, hold on.
That's not
Okay.
That's not
Here's
the
a
sign off.
Here's a final Yahoo though.
Okay.
Sent in by Brooks Oglesby. Thank you, Brooks. It's Yahoo Answers user Hippo72 asks, is it possible to curve a Nerf bullet like in the movie Wanted?
My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been My Brother, Me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.
I love forget-me-nots.
I'm Jesse.
I'm Jordan.
And we've been doing Jordan Jesse Go for almost 10 years now.
And it's not gotten any easier to describe.
So we asked our fans to do it for us.
Jordan Jesse Go is a weekly conversation with
two best pals,
two hilarious friends,
the hilarious smart kids,
talking about hilarious stuff that happens to them.
Mostly really stupid stuff.
Awkward anecdotes, insane tangents, heartfelt stuff.
It's like being thrown in the middle of a hilarious conversation between you and your best pals.
It's a show that makes me laugh every week, which is pretty rare and wonderful.
It might be the best thing on the internet.
One of the funniest things you will hear.
And it's the best part of my week and has kept me company for the past 7 years through all sorts of life shit. I love those guys.
That's Jordan Jesse Go, the comedy podcast that's been named Best of iTunes.
Every Monday on MaximumFun.org or your favorite podcasting software.
I'll hug you and kiss you and love you. Love you. Love you. Love you.